see, we have 10 duct tape. Wrenches. Duct tape. Scrap. To make. Some repair kits.
Might I be of service, sir? Very good, sir.
Was the haps. Right on, Daddy. Let's.
It's not like I haven't tried to get along with her. Lord knows I have. She's just such a bluesy.
You require some additional.
What's that one? Bonus HP AP from food. 20,000 caps. Oh, so quick cost split. Very quick.
Well, hello there.
Okay, we can go to this one.
Ready, steady, fighting.
Way up and see what's up here. Place is big though. Bottom of this place. This is
We haven't seen anybody in a while. Maybe the monsters have stealth suits too. Was that all?
what the heck do you think we were just fighting? Wasn't that something? Like what?
Ready, steady, fighty.
For Queen and country!
Well, you're up. Is it Christmas? That's all.
On my shoulder, your cheek against
Something down there.
Pip-Boy lights on.
Bye. Okay. Go away some stuff. Very careful, careful, my boy.
Oh, please, please tell me you brought me some coffee cups. Oh, sweet, sweet fulfillment. I'll break these down for you just as fast as I can. Oh, please, please tell me you brought me some coffee cups. Yep, here you go. Sure.
So, drama queen.
Got any more sweet, innocent little kitchen appliances for me?
Toasters for you.
Well, well. What have we got here? Another innocent little toaster. Come here. Oh, yes. Got any more sweet?
Like this one.
Oh, baby. There you go.
Might I be of service, sir?
Do 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 do.
You require some addition.
Well, hello there.
If I can go here.
Do you like me?
Do you like me? Oh, can't answer. Fortunately, game won't allow me.
Ready, steady, fighty.
Fighty tidy.
Cessation of hostilities complete. Ready, steady, fighting. Was that all? Time to fight. That's all.
Excuse me again? Can crouch and go? Hit-Boy lights on. Only shipped in the first class of dissidents today. If we hold train loads of communist infantry. The hungry ghost snatching his peopling up in the night. Escaped the tent last night. Made these liars. Second day at the pre-war concentration camp, kept Chinese citizens in the Cold War. Radiation turned them. Some of the carrier from before. On way to deactivate collar. Sending up the radius to monitor the dome and rovers for the solid glint. Open the building on the other side of the compound. Should check it out. Make sure I'm not being watched. Might be bacteria. Really would have come straight up rather than hiding since it's someone else. Mulching. All upgrades, yes.
Greetings, citizen. Ready to receive seditious materials.
Might I be of service, sir?
You require some additional service.
What we...
If sir would press sir's 5... area against my primary instrument panel. I might buy...
Got any more sweet?
Rate is receiving frequency.
Oh.
How can I illuminate you?
You turn those lights on for me?
I certainly can. Oh, you're back. Did that trampy other light switch finally kick you to the curb?
Turn the lights on for me?
You bet.
Okay. So that's all the upgrades for this place.
You're my best friend forever.
Might I be of service, sir?
You never really get freshed up on ammunition. Okay, so I guess it is. Oh my god. Can they both go there? Hello, Maggie. Wonder where we should go here. Let's see how it is if you go to that one.
Time to fight. Was that all?
Down. Might have been a blip.
This one looks pretty tough.
Oh, it's my Robo-Scorpion, will you? Go, my minion! Sting them in the name of all that is so as you damage the hull! Stop that! You damage the hull! Oh, hit my Robo-Scorpion, will you?
We're out of time. Maybe you'd be better off with an Autodoc suit. That's all.
Power armor. Yeah.
We're out of stim packs. Maybe you'd be better off with an
Big guy.
time to fight. Facilities complete.
Ow. Let's see what it had. There's one surprise one.
We're all lit up. Is it Christmas?
We can't do the very hard one.
No one has ever been as unnoticed as me.
Oops. Or no. Forbidden Dome, huh? Let's see what this is then. Wait a lot. Come here, buddy.
I'm imagining all sorts of imaginary numbers right now.
Oh, you are, huh?
Oh, hello there. You are there, aren't you? Forgive my confusion. So hard to tell these days. You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing you're here for your brain, perhaps? It's just up there. Such a nice brain, young, very bright. A little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left, right FOV cone? Ah, that's it. You're coming into focus nicely.
The better?
Depth perception is a problem with this old monitor of mine. Went black a while ago. That's old age for you. Should look at getting the visual nerves reattached. It's just that the right eye would see the wrong things. The flying tortoises were the worst. Would you care for a mentat?
Thanks.
I love mentats. Delicious and smarty. I have all sorts of amazingly science-terrific thoughts and ideas when those chalky tablets are zipping through my biogel. I forget them all not long after, though, especially with the data constipating my memory core. Afraid binary streams might shoot out my chassis. Had to start using the dome floor and walls here to inscribe equations, although I've somewhat lost track of where they start and end.
Not exactly what I was expecting.
Really? That implies preconceived notions, theories, and a hypothesis about this meeting? Please extrapolate. What was I supposed to be like? After all, it might be worth a cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I.
Why did you steal my... I need my brain back.
Do you? You seem fine without it. And does it even want to go back with you? Maybe you should ask it. It's quite independent, has all manner of opinions. Tell you what, I'll leave it up to your brain. If it wants to go, then fine. If not, well, you should respect its wishes.
Okay. Let's hear about some things.
Oh, curiosity. I experience that less now that I know everything. Oh, maybe it was when I found out some unpleasant answers.
Can't fix the monitor, but if you're getting ghost reception, I can fix that.
The ghosts aren't real? That changes everything. Why, I can save my computing power for other perceptual impossibilities. Please be my guest. The receptor is there, and the side-switching wobbly bob, just turn that. Good, good, better. Oh, yes, that feels wonderful. This is even better than my afternoon Mentats break.
Why did you steal my brain?
Oh, a variety of reasons. You're something of a homily. Anomaly? You're really quite special, and not in the cranially challenged way. You see, you are the most successful brain extraction experiment ever performed here at Big Mountain. A victim of your own success, as it were. If you were to go back with what your brain knows about the procedure, well, your brain could be popped back in and you could walk right out of here. Can't have brains moving around of their own volition.
But is that a problem?
I'm not sure, except that I'm sure there's a very good reason for it. I have very good reasons for almost everything I do. Even if I forget them occasionally. Although I feel this one is especially important. Oh, well.
I'm just curious about some things.
I find things curious as well. Go on.
Can you tell me about your robo-scorpions?
Well, every scientist needs an army. Mine came to me after these rather large scorpions kept coming in from the desert, like poisonous frosting. How scary, I thought. But they had survived when nothing else had. Perfect candidates for improvement as a reward for their tenacity. Then I thought, what if they shot energy bolts and acted as walking eyes and data-drained computers and acted as bullhorns? Then I made them bigger. Then I thought about custard. I do so love custard. Or was it mustard? Mustard custard. I miss sugars and salts.
Let's curious about some things.
Yes, this is getting...
Yeah. You don't seem aggressive. Why broadcast threats to the think tank?
Oh, I was probably tripping hard on Psycho when I sent that. Had to work myself up to it. Not usually violent, except when I am. Then, watch out! So many chems, such varieties. Whenever I take Mentats, I can feel my entire chassis breathe like a big spherical lung. As for the Psycho, sometimes get the chem dispositories in my tank all switched up. Go in the wrong tube. Still, served its purpose.
Wait, sounds like you built the robo-scorpions, issued threats to keep the think tank occupied.
Did I? Maybe I did. Can't have them leaving. Some reason for it. Ethics or, science? You and your brain are quite alike. I'm sure it knows the reasons better than I do.
Yeah, he always comes up with bad puns, Orangey. Everything you told me doesn't add up. You're planning you in your name, Mobius.
Dr. Mobius. Rather catchy, isn't it? It's my name, and my new name overrode the old one. This name's as real as you or I, although I believe your brain expressed similar incredulity at the nature of such an appellation. Someone's been watching too many old-world science fiction movies, it said. I believe it meant me. I must admit I have a vulnerability for holotape fantasies of planets and robots and all that is forbidden. As for the name I was born with, like the think tank, we were all reprogrammed to forget them, take on new names. It enforces the recursion loop in our perception programming.
Seriously, you reprogram their names as part of a recursion loop. What, to trap the processors?
Now, trap is a rather harsh word, like excrement. Not an inappropriate word, but still rather harsh. But yes, I did take some liberties with their programming. It's all right, they don't remember. I certainly didn't until you said trap.
Oh yes, go on with it, Renzi.
Excrement,
Can't be worse.
and then
Why did you trap them?
the radar fence to keep the think tank hemmed in wasn't really enough. They keep testing things. They would have found a way to disarm it. I suspect I have Plan C's in place, but I may have coded myself to forget them, just in case. Probably very dangerous, lethal, or worse. So I had to do something else to keep them occupied here. Or as you like to say, trapped. I prefer to have several Plan Bs, in case the A's fail.
Keep going, I want to hear the rest of this.
Dr. O, which is actually not his real name multiplied, since you can't multiply his real name in the first place. Ouroboros, Klein, they have all forgotten themselves. And not only themselves, but the world, sense of time and history. All that is left is what's here. I reprogrammed their chronometers, geometers, and cartography programs. This is now their world, here, Big Mountain. It was a merciful lobotomy, really, thinking back. They were my friends, but sometimes they would take things too far. And the world isn't ready for that kind of too-far thing-taking. That's my professional opinion, anyway. And I am told I was once quite professional.
It's kind of an asshole thing to do to your friends.
Is it? I suppose it is. But really, they started the whole excrement hole behavior loop in the first place.
You lobotomized the think tank, why terrorize them?
Well, it's simple. Despite their many failings, they are rather bright. They are the think tank for a reason. That I didn't change. Without something to distract them, make them afraid, they would simply deduce what had happened. And when they start deucing it up, then you came along, the final variable solved. They saw that their world was larger than they perceived. Bacteria, finally able to see its host.
There were other visitors though, why am I different?
There have been other visitors to make them doubt their perceptions, but you are the one who dialed back their monitor micromagnifiers. You were irrefutable proof that there was a world outside. And then there was the whole brain fiasco, which forced me to take steps. See, your brain had a special kind of wrinkle, a uniquity that they had never thought to try in all their countless escape attempts.
So the bullet that went into my brain, Mitchell tried to patch me up, but
Yes, very good. I should have mentats ingest you instead of the other way around. Mentats. In any event, you showed up at the think tank, and because you had suffered a cranial injury in just the right place, bullets in the head are usually much more fatal, and yours was a light case of bullet headitis. But it was
Bullet
enough for the
headitis?
auto dock in the sink to change its programming to fix the problem, and the brain extraction technology for once worked. That gave the think tank the knowledge its brains couldn't possess. With that knowledge, the procedure can be reversed. If they obtain that procedural data, they can use it to mush and modify their cranial cells into hosts to slip past the radar fence. I'm sure of it. And once they're off the reservation...
If I don't get my brain back in my head, I can't leave ever.
Oh no, I doubt your brain would be so unreasonable. It already knows the trick of it, you see. Doesn't need to be in a host body at all. If you become friends or exist in an uneasy truce with weapons aimed at each other, it would unlock the fence for you. Well, once the think tank was dealt with, of course, your brain is a responsible sort. Doesn't want mad scientists running around everywhere.
Do you set your threats on a loop to keep them occupied?
Yes, I certainly wouldn't loop it on purpose. I am far too sophisticated to make such a childish error.
Do you know anything about other visitors?
Not much, except they contaminated Big Mountain and installed new ideas in the think tank. One caused a great deal of infrastructure damage with his brain and smartiness. Ruthless, that one. Played a little rough with the trains. But the last one was the most dangerous. Him slipping away. That was almost as bad as the think tank escaping.
What do you mean?
The first one, the ruthless one who smashed up our toy trains, asked for weapons, power, items he could use to destroy a nation with force. The other asked
like
a different
Caesar's.
question, and with it got the true answer about what makes nations and what breaks them. He spoke to the think tank, to Klein, showed them the flag of the old world, and it made them remember all of it. All that had happened. They shared things with him that they shouldn't. He now carries those ideas, that knowledge elsewhere.
Here's about some things.
Yes.
Let me go. Let me see if I can do like this.
They said I was mad. Preposterous. I'm having the most peculiar feeling of deja vu right now. That's French for, deja vu, I believe. Have we met before?
Let's see my brain.
Oh,
Yeah, let's set up from. Trying to get that question up though. I can. Oh, wrinkle is the one bullet may go into my brain pan.
Yes, very good. I should have mentats ingest you instead of the other way around. In any event, you showed up at the thing.
Yeah. It's the same thing. This one wanted. Klein said that they had the idea to get the free technology after your broadcast. Coincidence?
I consider coincidence to be profanity, along with the words astrology, herbal tea, and luck. So watch it, potty mouth. My threat broadcast is designed to instill and install fear. And along with the emotional download, other data rides the fear carrier wave. It prompted them to focus on retrieving those technologies and bring them to attack me. And coincidentally, pardon my language, all those technologies are needed to put a brain, your brain, back into its skull properly.
So what's the purpose of the technologies?
The X2 antenna can be used to focus your alpha wave frequency thought patterns. The sneaky suit? Why, it houses a cardiac regulator. And the sonic sound wave projecto emitter was never intended as a weapon. It was a medicinal vertebrae pulse desensitizer. In short, brains, a heart, and courage. Spine. I think there was a story once where a band of murderous thugs sought these things. They had them all the time in the story. Didn't stop them from murdering to get them. And it won't stop the think tank either.
Was there any other data transmitted in your threat broadcast?
Yes, my overly aggressive Camda broadcast was designed to keep reinforcing the forget, fear, rinse, and repeat program. Oh, and the get me the things to castrate your only possible escape attempt. But I couldn't delete you or your arrival any more than I could the other visitors. Only so much science can do when you started talking to them. You're really quite difficult to ignore, you know. It's because you're, well, rather intriguing, if you'll forgive an old brain for saying so.
But the Think Tank downloaded the schematics, not the items. They can rebuild them.
Oh, that means my plan is a total failure. That is unfortunate. Oh well, at least I tried. I do so love integers.
Question is, do I need to? I just wonder where my brain is then. It's up there somewhere. See what we got over here. Holy crap. Well, he sure likes men stats.
Is it Christmas?
Jesus. So much of it. Not ready yet, please. And let's see what happens now.
Well, well, look who finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland. And where have we been, hmm? Crawling through pits of radioactive muck again?
For you, my brain.
Ah, lovely. Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie?
Why are you such a dick?
Well, that's a fine how do you do. Me, quote, dick, unquote. As if I'm the one responsible for the way you carry on gadding about the wastes. I'm not the one that makes us clamber around Technus-infested ancient vaults or go charging off to New Vegas on missions of ill-conceived revenge. And have we forgotten who got us shot in the head and buried in a shallow grave? Hmm? Do you think I enjoyed that little moment?
Didn't realize it caused you so much distress.
Well, maybe next time you hear me telling you that charging a napkin with a penknife is a bad idea, you'll listen.
How the hell did Mobius get hold of my brain?
After the think tank extracted me from your skull, they fell to bickering amongst themselves. I'm sad to say we were quite forgotten about. Dr. Mobius saw an opportunity to gain some leverage and had me spirited away to his dome.
How did you manage that?
I don't know. I'm afraid the trauma of our separation rendered me quite insensate. I didn't come around until I was safely ensconced in this tank. I'm quite sure whatever he did was highly scientific, though.
That seems like a pretty unlikely coincidence.
Hardly. Dr. Mobius keeps a close optical sensor on the goings-on at the think tank. As soon as he saw the opportunity, he took it. Well, as long as your curiosity is satisfied.
Don't you want to be reunited? I thought you'd be happy to get back into my head.
I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing. Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the odd rogue scorpion. In your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological functions. Do you know how much more you can get done when you're not constantly looking for places to urinate? It's quite a lot, I can tell you.
What about the good things? What about cool breeze on your cheek, the smell of food, love?
Overrated biological feedback. Believe me, you only feel that way because you've got all that meat. Oozing hormones.
Isn't it just true that you only feel this way because you're lacking those hormones?
I suppose you're right.
Nah, I
That
have no
does call
cookie.
certain
I have
assumptions into
chocolate.
question, doesn't it?
So we're at an impasse. You can feel what I feel and I can't think the way you think.
Indeed, quite the conundrum. How do you suppose we resolve it?
I think we have to trust each other and knowledge that we aren't complete if we are separated.
I suppose there might be some advantage to that, yes. There's a chance that the reintegration would create some improved synergy between us.
So what do you say, Brain? Join me for some more wild adventures?
Well, I suppose you've convinced me well enough. I'll rejoin your body if that's your final decision. Unfortunately, before we get to that stage of the proceedings, we have a problem. Even if I could settle myself back in your skull and reconnect all those pesky nerve endings, Dr. Mobius doesn't have the tools here. We would have to make use of Dr. Klein's lab, and I rather doubt the brains are inclined to share.
Why? They promised to put us back together once I did what they wanted.
And you believe them? Really? I know you were recently deprived of my fabulous advice, but... Really? Once I'm delivered into their clutches, they'll find a way past the radar fence and the whole Mojave will be their playground. And that is assuming, of course, that one of them doesn't take a fancy to our body and decide to slip his own brain into it instead.
You're part of me. I know you don't want to let that happen any more than I do.
Well, I suppose I do miss those endorphin rushes when we save the day. All right, what's the plan?
The think tank won't hold up the bargain. We will make them. Let's go.
Right. Look out, think tank. This brain is coming out of its jar. I suppose now that we're reunited, you'll want to fill your torso up with those other meaty parts the think tank took from us. Personally, I think your upgrades are quite a bit better. But now that I'm with you, the Sync's autodock can plug them back in no problem. Right then, off we go. Klein will be in for a nasty shock when he realizes the pacification field won't work on a mind and body reunited.
The neutron attached to the meson. Meson's connected to the proton.
Do we want it then?
I'm running out of floor space for my calculations. Oh, I see you and your brain reached a compromise. How pleasant. I hypothesized after the indignant frequencies my receptors had recepted, such a partnership-based conclusion would be low on the likely scale.
My brain told me the think tank needs to be stopped. Can you help?
If I recall, I had a plan that was working, whatever it was. I don't think it reached fruition. I would recall fruit if it had happened. I wasn't trying to kill them, just keep them out of trouble. What was that plan? Blast. I probably wrote it down on the floor somewhere.
And tactics you could use to attack the think tank?
That will be difficult. It would be like fighting 5 scaled-down versions of me that have better depth perception. And they have an arsenal of vivisectors, brainial beams, and a rather nasty ray that can make your atoms do a happy dance. If you could survive those highly improbable odds and ends, then deceasing them is definitely an option. Although, I doubt killing them would do anything except make you feel better. Or let you brag to other humans about your primal violentness.
Anything I can do to stop them that doesn't require violence?
Well, you could try and appeal to their humanity. That's a tired cliche. And really, when they were humans, they weren't very good humans.
Any suggestion for how to make them change their minds?
Well, there's many things they have forgotten, sitting in their bowls. Friendship, the thrill of discovery, love, masturbation, the usual. Much like your brain, I am certain there is something you can spark within each of them. Memories, hormones. A wise man once said, "The eyes do more than see. Make them see, if you can. Or, if not, you can always make them succumb to fear." It certainly worked for me, for a time. Then you came along, and bravery and/or desperation trumped that little idea. Back to the drawing board, I suppose. Or is this the end? Hard to tell.
Scare them how?
Oh, tell them I'm still alive. We had a nice chat, and we agree on a few things. That's true, isn't it? Or you could kill me and lie about it. Either way, it would be interesting. And if you are partial to lying and deception, well, you could tell them a ludicrous lie. The more over the top, the better. That's my experience. They're more than a little gullible. Better make it convincing, though. Or it'll be the dissection table and vivisectors for you. And if you speak of me, please try and make me look good. I am Dr. Mobius, after all, not some lab assistant teacher's aide.
Let's see, we should... what is it called? No, wait. The repair book magazine. Fixing things? Man, so annoying. I'm missing like 1 point. Close ammo to the level.
I'm having the...
Why can't I, come on. So now I can't fix it?
I forgot I had forgotten pencils until one day I found one. Spent days studying its purpose before my memory circuit kicked in. Felt quite silly. What?
So why don't I get the option now? Then it's like pointless using. Damn it. Blah blah blah. Okay, let's see. Oh, let's do this first. Ah, crap, they are hot. Question if it's gonna be below or on top though. Should I fast travel this one in this wall? Save. Let's first travel here. Go for that one. Just the way back. It's like burp. Yeah, back that way. Walked around in the circle there. It is up there, isn't it? Yeah.
We're all lit up. Is it Christmas?
Well, we'll go up here.
Sneaking down. Fighting now. Was that all?
No better.
This one looks pretty tough. Fighting over.
That's what it one was, a seed.
Ready, steady, fighty.
Steady, steady, fighty. Oh boy, that one is gonna have a field day now. We will inject it with seeds.
Cessation of hostilities complete.
Oh boy.
You got some plans for me, don't you? Yeah, I can smell it all over you.
Command you to open your port and receive my seed.
Ah, yeah, baby. Just slip it in there. All the way down in that dark, moist earth. Launching interface.
Proceeding to planter.
Muggy,
He's alright. Not too seedy, but hey, nobody's perfect. Well, hello. Still waiting for that seed. I love it when you talk like that. Let me just get that interface up and running for you. Well, hell. I love...
Well, hello there. Can I get you a drink? You can have a...
Doom, 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 doom.
Might I be of service, sir? Very good, sir.
Ah,
Might I be of service, sir? Very good, sir.
hey, when he switched those repair and like, do we need 9? We'll see what we need. We need those since we have that one. Rid of them.
If you know what the word proletariat
Oh, please, please tell me you brought me some coffee cups.
Oh,
Sorry.
means, do you know what that makes you? Well-read and erudite. For context.
okay, let's see.
You require some additional services? And rightly so.
Let's swap body parts. Let me see.
You require some additional...
Okay. Save there. Here, let's see what happens. Yeah. I'm just curious what will happen with my stuff though that's here.
The lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite. Has Dr. Mobius been denominated into scrap metal and voice module parts, as we hoped?
I didn't notice the pacification field is down. Guess what happens now?
Fight? I've never been in a fight. What do I... Ah! Colleagues! Think tank! Alert! Alert! We are under attack! Blast away!
Oh, come on. Fix it here.
The lobotomite
By my brain, now you and I are going to settle things.
I recommend watching your tone with me, lobotomite. Now, your brain. Hand it over, or we'll extract it again.
Not handing my brain over. There's some things we should discuss.
And what could we possibly have to speak about? You have the brain, we have the technology. All you must do is surrender. With it, we can finally leave this place. I cannot tell you how boring this place gets, chopping up the landscape and everything in it. And we have so many questions to ask your brain first about this Mojave place. A fertile testing ground for our experiments.
Oh, hell no. Let's see the different options here and see what happens. Obviously not talk to Doe, reach an understanding.
You are lying. No, you are not. Your heartbeat, perspiration, all excessively confident and sure of yourself. Why would you reason with that maniac? He'll destroy us all.
We should confer with your colleagues first.
Nonsense. Confer, colleagues. Those are two words I do not recognize.
Dr. Klein, I must intercept. Please, do not harm the lobotomite.
I'm not going to harm it. I'm going to dissect it until it's dead. Why the sudden intersection, Dala?
I cannot stand a sweet breathing organism breathing in and out to suddenly not breathe. We must keep it alive. For study. Slow study.
Dala, these vocalized pauses are unlike you. What do you care?
Klein, are you sure we've calculated all the combat probabilities here? I mean, the lobotomite confronted Mobius. Plus, you know, we haven't had a COMBAT drill in forever. I don't think we could form a tactical attack triangle if we wanted to.
Releasing the WOMBAT was not my plan, O, so get off my voice box.
Silencing opinionators.
Why are you acting like this? You've never refused to commit necessary surgery before. And this lobotomite needs its surgery. A noble speech, but there's no room in my vocabulators for friend and lobotomite in the same sentence. The very concept, revolting. Perhaps you are irradiated with camaraderie radiation. We have chems for that. We can save you from your emotional addiction. If I may, I feel as if I must be the voice of reason here. This lobotomite is much like us. Regarding even animals and pets as nothing more than avenues to promote science. There is good here. Instead of ending its life on the table, we should prolong its suffering in the name of science. Like good old Gabe, the finest of lab specimens. Why am I even listening to you fools? Enough of this mutinous chorus. If there's a word I hate, it's mutiny. And the word jism, which never made any sense to me. It's ridiculous putting j and zm together like that. Nonsense! I count as 5, like the mighty human hand I once had, with its 5 penises clenched in a fist.
Sounds to me like your math is wrong and the odds sound good.
Nonsense! The mathematics of this situation are on our side, lobotomite. I believe... No, wait. Carry the 2, then... If this were a democracy, I would be concerned. We are too scientific for that. So just surrender.
Not a democracy, it's a research facility, and over half your colleagues dispute your findings.
You dare use logic against me?
I do. Here's the deal. I'm not going to surrender. You are.
That's no deal at all. There's a whole world beyond the crater, filled with ideas and possibilities. We could have escaped, seen it all for ourselves, tested it, prodded at it, made it squirm.
I can bring them out of this world to you. You'll be safe and you'll be still be able to experiment.
For you? And for science? I have a strange sensation that I would like that. How odd. Very well, partner. The think tank is at your service as long as you do not destroy us.
Okay.
Stop. So is Mobius as twisted as he looked in person? Can't believe you entered the Forbidden Zone and lived. None of us can.
Do I have a bottle? Let me see. I should have. I don't. Damn. Have I had one of those? No, I used
If it isn't, the teddy bear lobotomite returns. My teddy bear. How can I assist in relieving your curiosity?
I'm actually here for Peter.
If you're ready, let me radar scan you. Slowly.
Oh boy, here we go.
Ooh. Ooh. Purple, purple. Ooh. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Purple. Ba, ba, bloop. Ba, ba, bloop. Ba, ba, bloop. Whew. Last little bit there. Thank you, lobotomite. Please, you must come back for further study when I've had a rest. I'm a little sensitive right now. Until our next interaction, my intriguing little lobotomite.
Okay. Good to see you too, eh? Any new discoveries today? I want to ask you some questions.
The lobotomite who saved us. Hello. Until...
Time has to say.
What? Thank you for what you have done. The helping, that is. We like that. I feel an odd emotion. Gratitude? Attitude? No, wait. Gratitude. That's it.
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century. The Courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others. Which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
The Courier had scoured much of the Big Empty, although secrets still remained in the crater's depths. Perhaps that was for the best, however. Curiosity, while sometimes rewarded for its efforts, often proves to be equally dangerous.
Dr. Mobius continued his research undisturbed in the Forbidden Zone. As much as he had attempted to create better scorpions, he tried the same with humanity, with considerably less success. These failures didn't bother him overmuch. Once the rush of mentats wore off, he forgot he had failed in any event. After all, the bright young mind who had come to visit him in the Forbidden Zone had already exceeded his expectations.
The sink atop the dome bustled with the voices of a small town, constantly chirping, arguing, and snarling at each other. Still, this all happened productively in the interests of its new owner. The Sync Central Intelligence Unit discovered, despite its inversion code, it was comforted by the sense of community the other personalities gave it.
The Biological Research Station, obsessed with seeding everything in sight, requested a transfer to the X-22 Botanical Garden, so that it might, in its own words, sensually fertilize the garden's smooth contours. The garden sent back a polite refusal, saying it had prior commitments with a vault it had helped infect before the war.
The book chute continued to devour all seditious materials until it nearly choked on a paperclip. It adamantly maintained it was a Chinese paperclip, and the whole thing had been an elaborately orchestrated assassination attempt. Whatever the reason, it slowed down for a while, carefully appraising each document and clipboard that came to it.
The light switches continued to bicker and flicker.
This persisted until the day someone dropped a flashlight in the sink, and the two of them united in their hatred of the showboat.
The sink continued to ruthlessly scrub any particulate matter that came near it. Eventually, it gained access to the magneto-hydraulics plant and nearly flooded all the Big Empty in an attempt to scrub the crater clean.
The toaster continued its psychotic spree, reducing all appliances in range to scrap electronics and spare parts. After one of its more psychotic episodes, however, the other Sync personalities decided enough was enough and dumped the toaster in a bathtub. Sparking and hissing, the toaster swore its enemies would rue the day when they had bread and no way to toast it.
Muggy did his best to collect coffee cups, although in his quest, he accidentally trapped himself in Higgs Village. It might have been the end for poor Muggy. Except, he found it peaceful there, tidying up the kitchens of the think tank professors back when they had been flesh and bone. Well, except for Dr. O, who was an asshole for having created Muggy in the first place. Muggy left O's house deliberately dirty, punishing the dishes and cups that lived there in blind revenge for serving Dr. O.
Blind old Jefferson, with sounds the courier brought him, created a symphonic counter-frequency that saved Big Mountain from sonic invasion in 2910. If you didn't hear about it, good. It was rumored by the other personalities that he had a brief fling with the light switches. Although he forgot their names once too often and was soon left in the dark as punishment.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre were bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the courier ran through the X-8 facility multiple times, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was, or even what a high school was. This confused them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had succeeded. So it let its cyber dogs out into the wastes to help protect small communities from physical aggression rather than communist propaganda.
The infiltration program in X-13 felt spent, having repeatedly upgraded the stealth suit until it could upgrade it no more. It felt warm, fulfilled, and a bit sluggish. It realized not long after, the stealth suit had left it without so much as a note on the nightstand. So the infiltration program sent out robo-brains into the wastes, looking for its wayward technology. It eventually found Repcon HQ and set up a new research center, testing and murdering fiends who kept breaking into the facility.
The courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
Dr. Klein and the think tank remained alive, unaware of the world outside. They looped through their daily routine, none the wiser about the world beyond, although perhaps wiser was the wrong word. The world outside belonged to the courier, and if anyone would shape it, well, the courier had already called dibs.
There is an expression in the wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, Old World blues took on a new meaning.
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was Old World blues and New World hope. And hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone.
Okay. Helst kan de bli... You are quite a big mountain transportal ponder. Couple of transporting you between the Mojave Wasteland and Big MT to return to Mojave or go back to MT from there. Similar equipped to transportal ponder. As you would any weapon, pull the trigger and away you go. Note that it won't work in interiors or in combat situation. It's totally incapable of harming your enemies. And we ding. Yeah, there was a lot of things happening. Okay. The boss.
Maybe we can bring the light from her.
So, damn. I want my sniper rifle with me. Ammo for it. Bulk gauge ammo. don't think I want this. Yes. Don't want that. Yes. I want that with us just so I can convert it and make 12 gauge. I'd like to bring these, so just put on a companion. And then we come to this part. I want to scrap a little bit here. Aid. I'm just gonna see how much I'm gonna get last. We have some metals. Those are nice. Boom. Let's see, how much would that be? That with us. I'm just curious to see where I end up at. Coast is still here though. Come on, Gabe. You have a good one, buddy. I'm just gonna see where we end up at when we go back. Turn the samples to the sink.
Got any mugs? No? I don't know.
Oh, was it for Denise?
Just getting annoyed yet? Are you putting me out of my misery now?
So you beat the big brains at their own game, huh? Guess you'll be putting your walking shoes on again, hitting that old lonesome road. Catch you later.
Ow!
I lost one. But don't get it. He wants me to talk to this woman.
Look who's back to kick off.
Found the subway. Oh. There.
Right on, Daddy-o. Just plug it in and I'll mix you up a sweet, sweet sound.
Robo Scorpion available. That's what we were missing. Now we should be all complete with this area. Yep.
Look out! Communist! No, false alarm. It was just a flirt.
I'm just curious if I'm gonna end up where we were when we went in here, or what. Well, been a while since we were here. 2 days now we've been at that place. So let's see, do we have a thing where we can put all our items in? I'm just curious though. If I should have gone here and then fast traveled to need something to put my stuff in. Like an old container or something, you know? Like nothing to put my stuff in. I just wonder if it always is depending where you teleport from, teleport back to that same spot, or if you always come out in this place. Well, this is gonna be an interesting one.
Nobody ever notices me, but they notice the Pip-Boy light.
I have to clean out some enemies. I'm gonna have to fast travel back and forth a bit to get all the stuff.
Uh-oh. This one looks pretty tough. Was that all? Sneaking done. Fighting now.
Oh, come on, that was a hitting.
Time to fight. Cessation of hostilities complete.
Come on, you can do it! Slow motion. Something here I can put it in, or need, like, you know, a container. And there's like, yeah, I can't get enough strength for that. Need 273 strength. Yeah. Come on, just a box or something I can put stuff in. Oh my god. Have to get to the town. Have to get into a house, I think. Or I could put it on a... I said put it on a body, I guess. Maybe a box. Actually, we didn't take the suitcases. Make a save just in case things goes badly. And let's see. What's up? Ammo. And that one weighs a brick ton. So, question is, which town should I go to? Novak, or if I'm gonna go in... I'm gonna go Novak for now.
If Caesar's dead...
Oh wait, yeah. Nah.
This one looks pretty tough.
And kept moving back. Doing such
That's
a
all.
weird movement.
Sneaking done. Fighting now.
Bit of a payback when we spawned in here. What the heck? Looks like his neck got extended.
Uh-oh. That's all. Time to fight. Guys dealt with. Uh-oh. Was that all? Uh-oh.
That person had some hands on it. Okay. I'm having our fun here. Back to Novak. Anything on me? Because about all this in.
Welcome back. Can I get you?
Mm-hmm.
And you're still as perfect
Hmm.
Come back.
Who do you think is cuter, Dr. Klein or Dr. Boros?
You ever see one of those rangers in black?